you said something like top 10, even if we're not in your top 10. And it got me thinking
Mm.
about so what people talk about in the space, of music criticism is like, why is there not a lot of rap groups like there used to be a lot of rap groups, right?
Yeah.
You guys both have a lifetime of experience being in groups, right? From Gyroscope, Tomorrow Kings, you guys have done this. So,
Hmm.
um, the my theory here in response to why are there not as many groups is that being in a group to a certain extent is a selfless act.
100%.
I mean,
Yes.
and there's logistics to back that up, right? Splitting the money, blah blah blah, right?
Hmm.
But beyond just that, if Gyroscope rockets up and
Hmm.
gets love, there's going to be a portion of your audience that won't check who the members are. They'll just bump the music, right? Um, and it's like that with any group, right? Camp Low, whoever it
Hmm.
is, you have to be interested to be interested beyond
Yeah.
the surface level. Whereas if you listen to Isaiah Rashad, you know it's Isaiah Rashad, right? Like
Yeah.
that's immediate. Whether it's good or bad, it's Isaiah Rashad, and it's an immediate brand that sticks. You guys have been a part of collectives, and you sacrifice kind of personal glory in that sense.
Mm.
Um, it you know for the to create something bigger than yourself, right? Does that make sense, or is that something I made up?
No, it
That
makes
makes a
sense.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Colosso.
No,
I'll
I was
speak
gonna say
to
you
it
want to
after
go
you.
first, but it's up to you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we have sacrificed a lot, uh, specifically with Gyroscope, because it's like we were already Gyroscope since at least 2004, 2003, 2004. You know what I mean? And then once we came together with all the brothers and Tomorrow King, it's like we did have to kind of like push that back for a moment to give Tomorrow King its like breath and let it really like breathe and grow. But we never lose ourselves within that. And I mean, like that's one thing that we are making a point to do. Actually, funny enough, with mentioning Tomorrow Kings is making sure everyone knows who all the individual members are within the crew. Let them know that in Gyroscope there are two MCs, Colossal Structure and IB Focus. Like
Right.
they have to know that. We're gonna make sure to it this time. But we did kind of push Gyroscope to the back seat for a while, and like sometimes, like I do think about it, like, oh, maybe they don't know me and him individually, but when they hear the music, they know there's two of us, and they know that we're ill, and we like collectively put together something that that took two individual parts to make it great and make it what it is. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, the positive part is you get to like sow seeds all over the place. The people who know
Yeah.
music know y'all and respect what you do and respect what you've done. And so, and as they succeed, you get to see traces of your lineage right out there
Hmm.
in the world. You guys have had, I think, a huge effect on the world of the underground rap that we see now. So that's got to be positive. Were
I
you
appreciate that, man.
were you gonna say something, IB? Where were you coming from?
Yeah, it's very similar to what Colosso said. I think unbiasedly, we did feel the sacrifice of kind of like the greater good of the Tomorrow King's umbrella. And I think not just Gyroscope, everybody, like Sketch,
Hmm.
Malak, everybody in the crew made a decision that we're going to focus all our energy to make this umbrella what it is today. And I think just that sacrifice and investment is the reason why 12 years later, after Nigga Rig Time Machine, people still want to hear what Tomorrow Kings has to deliver. And so that's the positive of it. I think that with sacrifice, you do lose certain things. And I think that if I look back at like the 2010 to like because we released Ragtime in like 2011. We had, On the Rocks, and then like literally 2016 is when we released On the House. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
like within that period, I think that honestly with Gyroscope, we sort of lost our momentum of what we built because a lot of people that was in the beginning of Gyroscope, we were the cats that came into open mics and just like our mindset was just to slaughter every open mic that we went to.
Right.
Sometimes we went into it and we didn't have tracks. We just went a cappella and just live and just like going crazy. And we kind of cut our teeth in the underground scene of Chicago that way. And so like our momentum was built more on live performance than it was of actually having a project to give people a website to direct people to. Like I can't tell you how many times in that era where we would rip a show and then people will come to us and be like, "Hey, we want to buy an album," and we didn't have an album to sell.
We were just like,
You know what I'm saying?
you
Or they'll
saw
be
it, right?
like,
You guys were performing without any project release being
For
no
released
project
years.
release. Like for
for years.
like
Yeah.
that
Wow.
around that
Wow.
time, we was in my mom's basement cooking up. We was in his mom's house cooking up, and
Mhm.
we had material, but we didn't really have like a studio where we could like record and like we didn't have those resources at the time. And so